The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle is a classic Sherlock Holmes short story written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, first published in 1892 as part of the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. This narrative is a delightful tale of a stolen gem, a discarded hat, and the true spirit of the holiday season. The story is narrated by Dr. John Watson, who reflects on the intriguing cases he and Sherlock Holmes have encountered throughout their partnership. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle is a memorable and heartwarming addition to their repertoire. The narrative begins with Watson setting the stage for the story, describing the festive atmosphere of London during the holiday season, specifically around the Christmas holidays. Holmes's rooms at 221B Baker Street are decorated for the occasion, and Holmes himself is in an unusually jovial mood. Their holiday spirit is soon interrupted when a curious case is brought to their attention. It begins with the discovery of a discarded goose and a hat in the streets of London. A passerby had found the items and turned them over to the police. The goose bears a card indicating that it is from the shop of Mrs. Henry Baker, and the hat is a rather unique one, belonging to the same man. However, the incident that piques Holmes's interest is the goose itself. Inside the bird's crop, a precious blue carbuncle, a valuable gem, is found. Holmes deduces that the goose must have swallowed the gem, possibly when it was hidden inside the hat. He recognizes the significance of the blue carbuncle and suspects that it might have been stolen. Holmes and Watson set out to unravel the mystery. They visit Mrs. Henry Baker, whose husband is the owner of the missing hat. Mrs. Baker explains that her husband had misplaced his hat and borrowed a replacement from a fellow lodger. She identifies the hat as belonging to a neighbor, Mr. James Ryder, who works at the Hotel Cosmopolitan. Holmes and Watson go to the Hotel Cosmopolitan and meet Mr. James Ryder, who acknowledges that the hat is his. He works as a hotel attendant and is married to a woman named Mary Sutherland. Ryder appears nervous and evasive, and Holmes becomes suspicious of his behavior. Holmes skillfully questions Ryder and learns that Ryder had discovered the blue carbuncle inside the goose before reporting it to the police. Ryder further confesses that he had initially tried to sell the gem through a pawnbroker, but the authorities got involved, leading to his interview with Holmes. Ryder claims to have no knowledge of how the gem ended up in the goose. However, Holmes deduces that Ryder is concealing the truth and might be protecting someone. Holmes offers Ryder a chance for redemption, urging him to confess and disclose any information about the blue carbuncle's origins. Under Holmes's relentless questioning, Ryder finally divulges the full story. He admits to being involved in the theft of the blue carbuncle from the Countess of Morcar, a wealthy and prominent woman. The crime occurred at the Hotel Cosmopolitan, where Ryder was employed. He had hidden the gem in the goose, intending to retrieve it later. Ryder explains that he had felt guilty about the theft and wanted to return the carbuncle, but he was too afraid to do so openly. Holmes commends Ryder for his confession and advises him to turn his life around. Holmes then reveals his theory about what had happened. The goose had belonged to Henry Baker, a man who had lost both the bird and his hat. Ryder had taken the hat and, unknowingly, the precious gem hidden within it. Holmes and Watson visit the Countess of Morcar and return the blue carbuncle to her. She is overjoyed and expresses her gratitude to Holmes for recovering the stolen gem. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle ends with Holmes and Watson reflecting on the heartwarming resolution of the case. The story exemplifies the generosity and goodwill of the holiday season, as well as the compassionate side of Holmes. This narrative also highlights Holmes's extraordinary powers of deduction, his dedication to solving mysteries, and his commitment to justice. While many Sherlock Holmes stories involve dark and intricate cases, this one is a charming and uplifting tale with a festive backdrop. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle is a beloved story in the Holmes canon, capturing the essence of the holiday spirit and emphasizing the redemptive power of confession and forgiveness. It remains a treasured favorite among fans of Sherlock Holmes and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's masterful storytelling.